Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television, GPTV. I'm Brett, and my hands is Chicken Devils #1, the follow-up to the fantastic series Chicken Devil. So that series, I loved. I absolutely love this. So Chicken Devils, written by Brian Buccellato. Mattia Monaco is the artist and colorist. Hassan Otsmane-Elhaou is the letterer. All right, so the original series, Chicken Devil, is about this guy named Mitch who owned a kind of like a fast food chicken restaurant. It turns out his partner was a complete shitheel and got into drugs and owing a bunch of money to the mob. So the mob decides to go and pay them some business, and like partners die, like all sorts of things that go bad. Mitch thinks his family's dead. He goes on a huge thing of revenge to go on and take on the mob. So the first volume is Mitch in this chicken outfit killing mobsters, Eastern European mobsters. At the end, cops catch up to him and say good job. The series to me had a very, I call it Falling Down. It was very much like an 80s, 90s movie. Remind me a lot of Falling Down, of that guy who has nothing to lose and is just out for revenge and jacking people up. I don't that's the vibe I got. A little bit maybe Die Hard into it in some ways. Just in general, 80s tropes and 90s action film. It was awesome. It's great. I loved it. So Chicken Devils, where are you going to go from here? So the end of the first volume, you had the cops, two police officers who were kind of on this case going yeah, we might be able to use you. So now Mitch is back in his regular life. He's got to get his story straight, not his act together, his story straight, with the help of the police officers. But the bigger is his relationship with his family strained. In the previous volume, he thought his family was dead. He wound up pulling a gun on them, almost shooting them when they turned out not to be. So the relationship with him and his wife just are so what's he going to do? Does he tell her the truth? Does he keep up with a lie? Where does he go from there? The other thing is his cover for what happened in the first volume pit the Eastern Europeans. He starts off with Russians, and he's like, no, Eastern Europeans. He pits the Eastern Europeans against another gang. What happens if that gang finds out? They're not going to be happy about, being named and all this stuff. So where's it going to go? Well, the title's called Chicken Devil, so sure enough, they're going to be donning the costumes again, arming up, and then murdering gangsters and criminals. That is basically what you're looking for in this series. Just over-the-top violence, over-the-top explosions, over-the-top death, over-the-top situations with a lot of humor mixed into it. And you know what? The first volume, I think, delivers a good amount of that. Not the death and destruction, but the humor, the setup. It really kind of bridges between that first volume and what's to come in the second volume. And it totally works for me. I love the fact that this first volume focused kind of on Mitch's family and the fallout from the first volume. His kids are kind of irritated with him. His wife is obviously pissed with him. And then he's got to deal with the fact of, these cops, they know the truth and kind of are in the, you're going to screw up about all this. So overall, I like it. I really like it. And I believe new artist style kind of still fits that first volume. It's very similar. It doesn't quite, it's not quite exactly the same, but I think it works really well. But the art style, I think, emphasizes kind of the over-the-top aspect of the series. It's very well cut. I'll describe it as Tarantino in nature, in that we're going to cut off a dude's head, blood's going to splurt, and it's going to spurt for 10 minutes and just keep on going on and on and on and on to that point of absurdity that makes it funny and really funny. And that's what I liked about the first volume. I'm hoping for the second volume to deal with that as well. We're already kind of getting that absurd, over-the-top moments that are it's just fantastic. So if you really like kind of that 80s action, 90s action, just that over-the-top violence, go for it. It reminds me a lot of that, and I really enjoy it. So out now in comic shops, you can go get it. We've got a link beneath this video. Put in your zip code, tell the comic shops near you. No shop, no problem. We do have some links where you can purchase your own. There'll be affiliate links, so we do get a small percentage by doing that. You help support our site, so thank you. And of course, I want to thank AfterShock for hooking us up with the review copy. And of course, thank you all for watching. If you are into comics, check us out every single day at graphicpolicy.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, Instagram, TikTok, all at Graphic Policy, keeping it nice and consistent. Until next time, keep reading those comics and keep it geeky.
Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.